Hello everybody, good morning. Welcome back to another vlog. It is currently Wednesday morning around 9 a.m. and I'm just about to head out for my run. I've been running on Monday, Wednesday, Fridays, and that's been going really well. So yeah, excited to get that done this morning. I think that this vlog is going to be, I have to like squat to be down here in the light. I think that this vlog is going to be probably just a few days long because I'm trying to get back on track with my Sunday uploads. So I want to get this up on Sunday for y'all. So yeah, we're starting it now on Wednesday and I'll probably vlog until Friday or Saturday. And then we'll be back on track, which is going to be grand. It's a little bit chilly today. It's only, I think, 3 degrees right now, maybe 4 degrees now. So definitely cooler than it's been over the past probably week. So hopefully I'm not freezing out there, but yeah, I'm excited to head out. Anyways, I just wanted to say good morning and I will see y'all later today. Good morning, everybody. Hello. Happy Thursday. I know I did not hop back on yesterday and update, but it was just a bit of a hectic day because Cadence was sick. I wasn't able to start the filming that I needed to do until much too late in the day, honestly. And then right after I finished that, I had to make dinner, and then I had so much cleaning to do. Oh my gosh, and I still do today. The whole dining room table is just such a big mess from my filming yesterday. Taking apart moss bowls and stuff like that is, oh my goodness, it's one of my least favorite things to do because it makes such a mess. But yeah, so I need to finish cleaning that up this morning. And then after I did that, I did some stuff with my seedlings. I actually repotted, like transplanted. I moved them out of the seedling tray, the ones that I'm hoping are gonna survive, because a lot of my seedlings just got way too leggy or just were like weak, which kind of sucks. But I learned many lessons, okay? The biggest one being they were not getting nearly enough light. So I feel like a lot of my houseplant knowledge is just not at all transferable to outdoor gardening, which you'd think it would be more. I mean, maybe it is more than I realize, but houseplants need to be treated so much more differently than these vegetables from what I'm gathering so far. I would never put a grow light as close to a plant as it needs to be to these seedlings. So I watched some videos, did a little more research, and hopefully we figure this out. It's just, yeah. It's my first time doing all this. Like, I think I said that in my last video. So I'm not mad. It's fine, and I can always just buy like starter plants, you know, and put them into the beds. But I'm hoping to figure out this seed thing eventually. Anyway, so I was busy with that last night. I had to haul all of my like potting mix up from downstairs. I need to bring that back down this morning. And that took me until about 11 p.m. with just like the cleaning and that stuff. And then I went to bed, and then I got up at 5 a.m. I didn't get to read a lot of Legends and Lattes last night, unfortunately, just because it was so late and I was just falling asleep. But I got up at 5 o'clock to do some watering. I had to water my Millsbo tall cabinet, and now I'm just like putting all of my watering stuff away. I'm going to bang out some of that cleaning I was talking about, the dining room table and everything, because it just feels, I cannot stand when the house feels the way it's been feeling. Like, it feels so cluttered and there's mess everywhere, so I need to sort that out so I can have a good day today. For today, I just have a long work day. I have to edit and upload a video this morning. That's gonna take me, well, I have that like scheduled in my Google Calendar until noon. Then I'm gonna have lunch, and then I'm going to film another video, which I think is going to be a kind of long one for my main channel. So yeah, that is what I'm up to. And then in the evening, I honestly should water my plants more, but will I have any energy? Hard to say. Anyways, I'm really trying to stick to my Google Calendar time blocking today because I just need to. I don't have a lot of extra time, so I'm gonna go. And I will talk to you later. If I talk to you, well, yeah, hopefully sometime later today. Guess who just finished editing their video? Me. Oh, thank goodness. Oh man, I didn't know if I was gonna get this done in time. Well, I don't technically have a deadline or anything, but I want to post this today, so we're getting her up. I wanted to be done this by noon, and I finished at 12:20. So for me, I'm gonna consider that good. Okay. And technically it's my lunch hour right now between 12 and 1, and I already ate my lunch. Oh yeah, as we saw, I took a little clippy clip. So I technically have like half an hour more of my lunch hour, but I'm gonna spend that making the thumbnail. I'm gonna make the thumbnail right now, get this uploading. It's just exporting right now. And then I'm gonna make myself a cup of tea. I also need a glass of water. I am thirsty. I am dehydrated. I am tired. Bed's not made today. That's what kind of day we're having. It's just not on the priority list. If I actually, you know what? It's Thursday, so it's bed washing day anyways. So I should actually get those in the washer at some point. Yeah, oh my goodness. A glass of water sounds amazing right now. Thank God it's chore day tomorrow. That's all I have to say. Friday is always my chore day. Clean the whole house, laundry, floors, everything, and it just feels so much better in here afterwards. And we actually didn't do it last Friday because last week was just really busy. We were out of town and everything was just hectic, so didn't do chore day. So it really needs to be done, and I'm looking forward to it. Oh my goodness, whenever I think about chore day, it always triggers this memory for me of being a child. And I remember chore day, like my mom would designate, I don't know, Saturdays or something as chore day. And I remember being a child and we'd be so mad at her. We'd be like, Mom, don't call the whole day chore day. Like that's so, like, we need to do something more fun than just having like a Saturday chore day. And I just like didn't understand the importance of keeping a routine and like having to clean. And it wasn't like the entire day was chore day, but I remember as kids, for some reason, we would just get so annoyed when my mom would be like, it's chore day today. We'd be like, no. And now here I am at the ripe age of 31, and I'm like, oh, chore day, bring it on. My mental health hinges on chore day sometimes though. I need chore day. I just have crap everywhere. The table's still a hot mess. Oh my God, I don't even want to look at it. Don't even want to look at it. I'm gonna have to clean the table off pretty soon though, because I'm gonna be filming a video there this afternoon. I can hear her tail wagging under there. Hello, monkey. My sweet girl. Okay, I am just taking a moment. Just a moment. My video is uploading and I'm just waiting for my cup of tea to cool, so I'm taking this quick moment of me laying down to update y'all on the book that I'm listening to, which is The September House by Carissa Orlando. This is a horror, and it is about a haunted house, which is one of my all-time favorite like horror tropes, I guess. If there is a haunted house involved, I want to read it. Even just like houses in general, I love just how much history and how much character houses can have. I especially love in horror books when the house kind of takes on a role of its own, like becomes a character of its own. But this is a fun one. It's not super scary or anything yet, at least. I mean, there's some weird stuff that's happening, but it's not like scary. It's kind of like dark comedy almost. Like it's quirky. There's different ghosts in the house, and it's been a fun listen so far. Like I said, I've had a busy past couple of days. I am reading Legends and Lattes, as y'all know, but I haven't really been able to pick that up a lot over the past couple of days. I have, however, had some time to listen to books because I've been, cleaning the house and like when I get ready in the mornings and stuff. So I've been listening to The September House. So The September House follows our main character, who she's now like a middle-aged woman, and she's gone her whole life without ever like buying a home of her own, and she's just never really had the opportunity to put her roots down anywhere. She always dreamed of having her own home, but life just got busy. They moved around, they had a child, and It just, yeah, she just never ended up buying her own place, but she always wanted to. So she comes across this big, beautiful, old Victorian style home that she loves, and the price is cheap. So she tells her husband, she's like, we can afford this place, like, let's go look at it. So they're looking at it, and she's just in love with it, and the realtor is trying to tell her, like, oh, there's actually been some deaths that have, like, she's trying to disclose there's been some deaths that have happened here, but our main character doesn't even care. She's like, don't even worry about that. Like, she's just busy envisioning her future, like them enjoying the house and like just having a place of her own. So they end up moving in, and then strange stuff starts happening, of course. And the way the house works, like, there's a bunch of different ghosts that live in there, and they all have their own little like personalities and things they do around the house. So for example, there's like a maid, and there's like kids that do certain things and stuff like that. But all of the issues or like haunting stuff in the house always ramps up in September. Like, the walls will start bleeding and just crazy stuff will be happening. And it's funny because all this crazy stuff is happening, and our main character is just like, it's fine. It's fine. And she just tries to cope with it and just live her best life in this house. She actually ends up warming up to some of the ghosts, and she tries to find a way to continue living in this home because she loves the house, which honestly, I understand. So, yeah, where I am in the story, like, we've been meeting all these different ghosts and all these things, and it's very entertaining. But the like plot thing that's happening is her husband has left the house, or he's disappeared. Don't know what's happened to him, but he was not chill with the house. Like, he did not like the ghosts, and he wanted to get the heck out of there. So he's gone, and he's been missing for like a month. And she has a kind of estranged adult daughter that she hasn't. I'm probably giving way too much info on this plot. I'm not spoiling anything. Like, this is all just on the back of the book. Is it on the back of the book? Oh my gosh, I just opened this up and it's blurbed by Grady Hendrix. And I've actually been thinking of Grady because Grady, my man, I've been thinking about Grady Hendrix because listening to this book has reminded me that I still need to freaking read How to Sell a Haunted House by Grady Hendrix because I'm just dying to read it. And I haven't yet. Anyways, this is what he says about the September house. Why run from a haunted house when you can just stay and ignore the ghosts? Just when you thought you'd seen everything a haunted house novel could do, the September house comes along and delivers an eerie, darkly funny, and emotionally grounded book about ghosts that haunt houses and marriages. Grady Hendrix, New York Times, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I should have just read this little paragraph on the back here. It does a way better job of concisely explaining the book than me rambling on about it does. It says, when Margaret and her husband Hal bought the large Victorian house on Hawthorne Street for sale at a surprisingly reasonable price, they couldn't believe they finally had a home of their own. Then they discovered the hauntings. Every September, the walls drip blood. The ghosts of former inhabitants appear, and all of them are terrified of something that lurks in the basement. Most people would flee. Margaret is not most people. Margaret is staying. It's her house. But after 4 years, Hal can't take it anymore, and he leaves abruptly. Now he's not returning calls, and their daughter Catherine, who knows nothing about the hauntings, arrives, intent on looking for her missing father. To make things worse, September has just begun, and with every attempt Margaret and Catherine make at finding Hal, the hauntings grow more harrowing, because there are some secrets the house needs to keep. Oh my gosh, that makes me excited to keep reading. So where I'm up to in the book, basically the daughter has just arrived, and she doesn't know it's haunted yet. Like, it's her literal like first night there. So yeah, I'm really excited to see how this plays out, because the mom is really, like, our main character, the mom, she's really trying to hide the fact that the house is haunted. She doesn't want her daughter to know, so she's like asked some of the ghosts to, like, stay out of the way, like, don't scare my daughter. And yeah, it's very entertaining. And I feel like this book, it is saying something, like, it's it's speaking to some deeper issues. Like, it has a lot of kind of like family drama. It's going back to childhood stuff, and of course, like, their like marital problems and stuff. Like, I feel like this haunted house is a metaphor for something. Like there's some deeper message here and I just haven't quite wrapped my brain around it yet. But I love when horror does that. Grady Hendrix does that in his books too. There's always some deeper message. Oh my gosh, I need to read another Grady book soon. Also this morning, when I was waiting for my footage to import before I started editing, I saw an email from Indigo, which is like our like big bookstore here in Canada. Like I would say that it's our equivalent to Barnes and Nobles. Barnes and Nobles, is there an S on that? I don't know. I think it's just Barnes and Noble, but that, like Indigo is like our version of that. Anyways, so I got an email from them this morning saying that they're doing some like bonus points deal on pre-orders, and there's a couple of books coming up that I know I'm gonna get, so I was like I might as well just pre-order them now and get the extra points. I also get a 10% discount because I'm in their like members rewards thing or whatever. So I ordered what's it called? I was gonna say Survive the Night, but that's not it. That's one of his old ones. Oh my gosh, what is it called? Something. Middle of the Night. Okay, well, I wasn't too far off with Survive the Night. Middle of the Night by Riley Sager, his new thriller that's coming out in June. I'm so excited. So I pre-ordered that one, and then I also pre-ordered Funny Story by Emily Henry, and I don't know why. I wasn't sure if I was going to read it, but then I kept hearing people talk about it, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to read it. I did read, what was her one last year? Happy Place, and that was my first Emily Henry book, and that's still the only one I've ever read by her. But Funny Story is coming out, and I don't know, I've kind of been in the mood for just like a light, fluffy romance lately, which is interesting coming from me because I don't often read books like that. But they do evoke a feeling. They do evoke a vibe, and I feel like that vibe is correlated to spring vibes. Does this make any sense? I'm trying to interpret my brain to you. But I've been in the mood for just like a fluffy book, which we're gonna pick out my April TBR. It's literally, is it the 3rd today? Oh, it's April 4th today. Oh my gosh, I should have done this last week. We need to pick out my April TBR. I guess I'm still technically reading my March TBR, so really it's like, what's the rush? But I think we're gonna do that either later tonight or tomorrow. So we'll be talking more about book stuff later, but that is my long-winded kind of reading update for now, what I'm reading, books I pre-ordered, and yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I love books. I love reading. Hello everybody, happy Friday. Currently Friday afternoon, and I'm happy to report that the house is now clean. Well, almost. I'm washing all of the rugs and like couch blankets and everything right now, but it feels so much better. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, this is so good every single time. I'm literally like chugging it, but wow, delicious. Okay, so we are gathered here today to discuss the books that I read in March and the books that I'm gonna read in April. I thought it'd be fun to start incorporating just like a little wrap up and a little TBR for the upcoming month. We chose my TBR for March in one of the last vlogs, like obviously one of the vlogs from the beginning of March, and I thought that that was really fun. So I think I'm gonna keep up with that. And it also is just, I kind of like having, I don't know, not that I'm gonna stick to a specific TBR every single time, but I kind of like having an idea of what's upcoming on my reads. I picked 5 books to read in March and I finished 3 of them, which honestly not bad. And the fourth one I'm in the middle of right now, and then I have one that I'm carrying over into April, because I do really want to read it soon, so we're just gonna carry that one over. So the first book that I finished in March was The Search Party, and I read this on my Kobo. I borrowed it from the library via the Libby app and read it on my e-reader, which was really nice. So I'll have a picture of the cover here. This is a thriller, and I did enjoy it. It had the stormy cliffside kind of vibes that I like. I love a stormy setting in thrillers, so I really enjoyed that aspect of it. So the plot of this one was, we're following a group of friends that they hadn't like seen each other in a while, and they all gathered in this kind of camping. One of the friends was opening up a like glamping campground kind of thing, so they all gathered there to spend a weekend together. Bad things start happening, people are going missing, people are potentially unalived, and they're trying to like figure out who did this. It's told through the perspective of each different character being interrogated by the police, so they're kind of like recounting all of their memories and telling their side of the story. And while they're trying to solve this like crime that's taken place, there's also a lot of just friendship drama that's being divulged and domestic drama, which I really enjoyed. Like, I don't know, the thriller aspect was okay, but I kind of liked all the juicy tea that was coming out. So, was it my favorite thriller that I've ever read? No. But was it a fun time? Yes. And for that, I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. The next book that I read was Nettle and Bone by T. Kingfisher. Now, this was a Discord book club pick for my Discord, and I've gotten some questions recently regarding like this book club and my Discord. And my Discord is a perk of my Patreon, which is for my main channel. So if you're not really into plant stuff, you probably won't benefit from the extra content and stuff on there, but we do have a Discord that is plant focused, but then there's also a bunch of channels within that Discord that are just other random topics, and we have a whole section for books. So it's really nice to be able to chat with everyone about what they're reading and their thoughts on books and recommendations and stuff like that. And within that, we also have a monthly book club where we read a different book every month. We do a vote, and the book gets chosen. Whoever wants to participate can. It's very, very low-key. There's no set schedule or anything like that. We just kind of share our thoughts as we're reading the book and all chat about it, and it's really fun. So this was the book that won the vote for us to read in March, and to be honest with you, I was kind of disappointed when this won because it is a fantasy, and fantasy is not my favorite genre. In fact, I struggle with reading fantasy sometimes, so I was very apprehensive going into this. Of course, I was, keen to give it a go, but I was unsure, and I honestly wasn't very excited to read this. But to my surprise, I absolutely adored this book. Look at all of my dog-eared pages. Those are all pages that I need to go and tab, which I still need to do. This has been sitting on my desk for the past few weeks because I need to tab this, and I also need to update my reading journal for this book. But this was very fun. I know I've talked about it on here in a couple different videos already, so I'll keep it brief. But it is a fantasy where we follow our main character who is born a princess, but then she becomes a nun, essentially. And so she's very disconnected from the palace and everything like that. Okay, sorry, I had to change my battery. But she finds out that her sister, who is married to a prince in one of the like neighboring kingdoms, I guess, she finds out that he's very abusive to her, so she wants to help her sister. She ends up going on this quest. She meets, different characters. It's kind of a found family kind of story, but she goes on this quest and, has to overcome all of these obstacles and everything to get to this palace because she plans to kill the king that is abusing her sister, like her sister's husband. So the reason that I like this story so much is because of the feminist undertones and because it is hilarious at times. Like, I was honestly cracking up. There's a chicken that is possessed by a demon. Like, there's just funny, silly, goofy things in this book, and I just really appreciated that about it. There was just a sprinkling of romance in this book, and it was done very well. I struggle with romance in books, I find. I wish I could be a romantic-y girly, but I just have not found the one for me, at least. But I think that because this wasn't like super romance focused or anything like that, I just appreciate it. Like, I really just appreciated the main character, Mara. I felt like I could really like understand her and connect with her, and she was also 30, so I love that she was a little bit older. And yeah, I don't know, I really loved it. I've pointed out this little blurb in the front before, but I feel like it just really encapsulates what I liked about this book. It says, Kingfisher's combination of comedy with feminist rage in a complex fairy tale setting makes for wholly entertaining read. Comedy and feminist rage. Yes, please. I mean, normally I wouldn't say I'm someone who really loves comedy. Like, as for movies and books, it's not really a genre or a thing that I really gravitate towards. But this, like, I don't know, a lot of this was just, I don't know, it was just funny. It really hit for me. I don't know why, I was very surprised, but ended up loving Nettle and Bone. Gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I will say the reason I didn't give it 5 is because I felt like the quest journey was just starting to feel a little bit long at times. So yeah, I felt like that was kind of dragged out a little bit. It is a short book, but that's the only reason. That the first half of the book, absolutely loved, 5-star vibes, but then the second half, the like quest situation, started getting kind of long. But yeah, really liked that one. And I've also since picked up another book by T. Kingfisher, so I'm excited to continue to read more of her works. And then the last book that I read in March, I ended up finishing this actually last week when I was in Vancouver. So I finished this on like March 27th or something, and I don't think I finished a book since then, so this would be the last book that I've technically finished. And it is The Housemaid's Secret. So this is a sequel to The Housemaid by Frida McFadden, of course. And the third one, there's actually a third one coming out, and it comes out on my birthday, so I'm excited. I'm gonna go to the bookstore and pick it up just because that's so fun that like a series that I'm reading, the third one comes out on my birthday. I really just enjoy this series. Is this like amazing or groundbreaking? No. But is it just a fast-paced, fun popcorn thriller? Yes, which is exactly what I know I'm getting with this. And apparently all of Frida McFadden's books are like that, just like really like quick, fast-paced, fun to read thrillers. So I'd love to read more by her because I think all I've read are the Housemaid books by her. This book is so unhinged. I was trying to tell my boyfriend the plot, and I just like, he thought it was so absurd and ridiculous, and I was like, I know, you kind of have to suspend your disbelief though when you're reading thrillers. I feel like I can't really give a good summary of the plot because I don't want to give away the first book. Essentially, we're following our main character, Millie, who works as a housemaid, usually for rich people, and she finds herself in some sticky situations that quickly turn dangerous. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. If you like a quick thriller, I recommend that series. I ended up rating The Housemaid's Secret 4 stars, and I really enjoyed it. I read it quickly. Like I said, it's just a fun and entertaining read. However, I do think I preferred the first one, which I'm kind of surprised at because the first one was spoiled for me. But even though I knew what was gonna happen, I think I don't know, I think I just liked the story of the first one. Like, if it's not spoiled for you, you'll love it. It's so good. Anyways, excited for when book 3 comes out. Now I'm going to quickly go through what I'm going to be reading for the month of April. So I'm currently in the middle of a couple reads. One of them is The September House on audio, which I talked about earlier. And then the second one is Legends and Lattes, which I've talked about as well. I am just over halfway through now. I did read a few more chapters last night, so it was nice to get more in a little bit like further through that one. So I'll be finishing those 2 books, and then the next one that I'm gonna read after Legends and Lattes is Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, which I am so excited for. This is honestly another one that I'm a little nervous that I'm not gonna like it. I kind of had the same feeling that I had about Legends and Lattes, where I was like, oh, I really hope that I'm gonna like this, but I don't know if I will, because again, we have some kind of fantasy elements in here. I've heard that this is more like magical realism than like full-on fantasy. So yes, we follow Emily Wilde. She's traveling, she's writing this Encyclopedia of Fairies, and I think that there's a love interest in here, so hopefully that's gonna be okay. But I think that this is written, from what so this has like footnotes and stuff, so it actually kind of reads a little bit academic, which is gonna be interesting. Yeah, oh my gosh. I'm excited. I'm really excited. I have no idea whether I'm gonna like this or not. Like, I really feel like it could go either way. I'm hoping I do though, because I know a lot of people are just obsessed with this book. The second one came out this year as well, so I'm hoping that it brings some I don't know, whimsical or quirky or just something fun. I feel like this could be a good spring read. Will it? I don't know. It mentions snow on the back. She's going up in the north, so maybe this would have been better in winter. I'm not sure, but we are reading it in April. And oh yeah, I didn't even mention that this is the Discord pick for April, so I'm excited to update my thoughts with everyone on there as I read it as well. Next on my TBR for April is, once again, The Women by Kristen Hanna. This was the book that I didn't get to in March, and I do really want to read it, so I've bumped it into April. This one takes place during the Vietnam War. It follows our main character who goes to work as a nurse there. I think her brother is enlisted, so she decides to also go and work as a nurse in the war. So it's just supposed to give some perspective of the women that were involved in the Vietnam War. It's supposed to be an emotional read, so I feel like I haven't had an emotional read in a while too. I've been kind of, I don't know, I've been kind of gravitating to other things lately. Like, I read 2 fantasies in March. What the heck? I'm reading another one in April. I am excited to be reading a lit fic again because I feel like I haven't read one in a while. And then the last book that I chose for April, I've only picked 3. So we only have this one, and this one on my April TBR. So I'm so curious. I've picked Abby Jimenez, Part of Your World, because I just need to know. I need to know if this is gonna live up to the hype. And I'm especially curious right now because her new book, gosh, I forget what it's called, but she has a new book that's just come out this month, I believe. And yeah, I've just heard so much about her books. Yours Truly won the Book of the Month, Book of the Year, and people just rave about her novels. So I'm just really excited to find out if they're gonna work for me or not. This is like rom-com kind of vibes. I think this one follows doctors. Are they doctors or is that the other one? Yeah, these are doctors. They do be doctors. I'm really hoping I like it, and I'm kind of in the mood. I think I was saying this earlier in the vlog, but I'm kind of in the mood for a light, fluffy romance, and that I don't get in that mood very often, but I think it's a spring vibes. So I hope I like this. I really hope I do. I want to like it. Oh my gosh, I want to be a romance girly so bad. Like, they are just having the most fun, but unfortunately these books don't often hit with me, so we'll see. I hope to report back to you with a high review on this one. So yes, all of the books that I'm gonna talk about right now. Excited for April and the 3 books that I want to read after I finish Legends and Lattes. If you've read any of these, feel free to share your thoughts as well. I would love to read your comments about any of these books. Or just let me know what you're reading in April. I would also love to hear that. I'm actually just waiting for a plant package to show up right now. It said it was out for delivery, but that was hours ago, so I'm wondering if it's actually coming today or not. And then I need to film an unboxing of that for my channel. Other than that, I think today I'm going to edit this vlog up until now and cook dinner later. What else do I need to do? Probably that's it. I feel like if I end up filming for my main channel, cooking dinner, editing this vlog, that's pretty much going to take me to the end of the night. Hello, it is currently 7:03 p.m. on Friday night, and I'm tired. I don't know what it is, but I've been so tired today. I've actually been sleeping better, but I don't think I've been sleeping for long enough, so yeah. So I might try to, well, I was gonna say I might try to call it an early night tonight, but actually, you know what, I think I will. I think I need to do that. Maybe I will work on editing this video tomorrow morning instead, because my energy is just, it's waning quickly. But we did have a yummy supper, that casserole situation that I made. And after supper, I actually had a local plant friend stop by. She lives like a block from me, which is really nice, and she's so nice. She brought me some trees, as a housewarming gift, which is so sweet. White lilac tree, I believe, and a hazelnut tree. And then she also brought me a couple of begonias. And oh my goodness, you guys, I have to show you this one. It's so cool. I'm so shook by this. Look at it. It's like a spider web and it's fuzzy. This is so cool. I honestly, my jaw dropped. Like, what the heck? I think it's called Begonia paulensis. Really cool and unique. She brought me another one too. This little cutie right here. This is called Begonia Cleopatra. And she also gave me something else. Yes, a sourdough starter. Do I need another hobby or thing to learn about right now? No, but am I excited about this? Yes, because I love sourdough, and how cool would it be to be able to make my own? So if anyone has any tips on that, she did also provide some instructions, so I've been reading those, and I just watched a couple of videos, and I think I loosely understand what I need to do to keep this thing alive with like the feeding and everything. So I'm definitely gonna pop it in the fridge so I don't have to feed it every day, just until I'm gonna use it. I don't know when I'll have time to bake something, but I think that could be a fun venture. And our sourdough that we get is like $10 a loaf now. It's so expensive, so it'll actually be really nice if I'm able to make my own. Let me know if there's anyone out there watching that makes their own sourdough. Those are basically my updates for this evening. Like I said, I think I'm gonna keep it pretty chill. I wanted to edit this video. I might work on some editing, but I'm just feeling so wiped. I had like a slight burst of energy come back to me, but now I'm just tired again. Just an anxious girly trying to get some sleep on a Friday night. I always have more trouble sleeping on the weekends because it's just noisy, you know, like neighbor noise, road noise. Like half the people in my city drive diesel trucks or motorcycles, and I think the majority of them live in my neighborhood. So it's just yeah, I don't do well with noise, as we all know, unfortunately. But my noise canceling headphones have helped me so much. They make a really big difference. And then I have my little hatch alarm sound machine. I just realized that that's probably really noisy. I can't hear it as much as you probably can. So who knows if I'll even be able to use this clip.
Stumbling upon them, or is he?
Ollie. Oh. Did you find something in there, girl?
Your mom says you're smart.
You're very smart.
Can you figure it out?
Oh, now she's really.
To get her eating slower. Oh.
Oh my gosh, now she's gonna know to take them out and look. Oh. She's like accidentally knocked that one out. Oh.
She's accidentally knocking it out.
Yeah.
I want her to actually pull it out.
Look at her just jamming her face in. Oh. Oh. Oh, he's doing some yummy gardening this morning. Do you like this game, monkey? Oh, oh. Oh my gosh.
It's good for her brain.
Yeah. There's only 2 left. There's only 2 left, girl. Oh. Last one. Last one, Ollie.
She hasn't figured it out yet.
No, she hasn't. Ollie, that 1 carrot is there, girl. That 1 carrot is
Move this
there.
one, Olive. Move this one. Yeah.
Oh, good girl. Good girl, honey bear.
She'll be looking at in that thing for the rest of her life now.
Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Was that fun? She's like trying to get more out of it. Oh my gosh. Hello everybody. Happy Saturday evening. I have been filming all day. I filmed 3 videos today. So I was filming for like 5 or 6 hours, something like that today, which feels really good. I'm glad. Oh, the girlies are here. Hey monkeys. It feels really good to get those videos done. One of them was just a really quick short one too that I think I'm just gonna put up as a little bonus on Patreon. But I'm just sitting down. I filmed and then I just like tidied up the whole house because it just needed like, it's clean, but it just needed like a tidy, and I had to put all my filming stuff away and all my plant stuff and run the dishwasher. I have laundry going right now. Made the bed. We have our ruggable rug in the living room now. It used to be in the office, but we moved it to the living room, which it looks really cute out there now. But I was washing that yesterday, so I had to like move the couch and put that back down and everything. It is such a hassle having rugs with dogs. Like, I wash them every 2 weeks because they truly need it. And it's just a lot of work to wash them all and then put them all down and everything. But yeah, the house feels really good right now, and I just opened up my leftover salad from last night. I'm gonna eat this. It's really good. It has like oranges and stuff in it. And I have a little kombucha. Delicious. Really excited to drink that. And I'm just going to import my footage into Final Cut Pro. And then I'm gonna work on some editing tonight. I need to finish editing this vlog. I did end up editing last night. I wasn't sure if I was going to. Hey girl, you scared me. I wasn't sure if I was going to edit last night, and then I just decided editing for a little while. So I have the vlog edited up until today, or no, up until yesterday. Anyways, I need to finish editing this, and then we're back on our Sunday schedule, you guys, for the vlog channel. So that is amazing. So that's it for this vlog. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be starting a new vlog tomorrow because we are back on track. Well, we're almost back on track because ideally I want to be a week ahead. So yeah, I'll figure that out. But we're more on track than I was the past couple of weeks. So thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below. I would love to chat with you. Don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.